Welcome back to Flipside. Guys, I talk about her all the time. And I actually tried to do a live on Facebook. It didn't, we couldn't get the video, so hence why we are here. But this is my sister Victoria, who runs everything with me. Okay, everything. And she's going to be coming on for our weekly mom chat. Now, again, last week we talked about cyberbullying, but I wasn't able to put it on this platform. This week, we're going to be talking about surviving the summer. And both of us are moms, and we have very different lifestyles, I guess you could say. You know, she is a work from home mom. So the kids being out for the summer means stay with her.
Yeah.
And I am majority of the time out of the house. Like you guys know, I've been doing a lot of Ubering and volunteering for my the Taekwondo. So I'm actually not home often, and therefore my kids are in a program. Oh, hold on. No, tomorrow's Friday. Oh, tomorrow's Friday. And that's real life right there. You will get interrupted. But I'm not going to do any editing on this because I wanted it to have like a live feel without being live. So enjoy that.
Oh, the joy. Interruptions.
Yeah, exactly. Hashtag mom life.
Facts.
So Victoria, walk us through your schedule. What does your life look like with your kids here?
Oh, my Monday through Friday at home, summertime with the babies, which
Yes.
Jasmine, she's 9, Rainer, he's 5. Both of them, they like, okay, I work from home. So obviously I have to clock into my job at 8 o'clock every single day. And it's 8 to 4:30. Well, during that time, I have the kids. And it's fun. Kinda. Anyways, uh during like most of the time I get up, I'm ready for work. I wait until the kid's up. Usually Jasmine's literally the first one up. And sometimes she wants to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And that is a struggle because the girl wants to get her sleep. Okay. Uh, but also sometimes she'll wake up a little bit later just because she can do that. It's summer. I'm like, that's how it was when we were back in the day. It's what you can do. Rainer, he sleeps until like at least like 9, 10 o'clock. And I wish I could do that. But usually as soon as that happens, I'm just like, all right, I'll see it's a little quick like a little stop in my job, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a bath. I'm gonna like take a little bathroom break. And I like, all right, time for him to go to the bathroom. And then I'm like, okay, are you hungry? Are you hungry? Make sure that they have what they need so I can get back to my job, which I can get done in like within 5 to 8 minutes. And so it don't take too long. And then I go, and then of course, while I'm working, mommy, I'm bored. Mommy, I'm hungry. But I'm like, and I of course have to stop, do that. It's different because it's the summer, but it's not so bad. I'm like, it is a little bit draining, obviously, because the kids are here all day, and I'm like, work drains you, the kids are draining you because you got to keep them preoccupied. The other day, I told my daughter, go outside. Just go outside and play. It's there. It's free. It's awesome. I'm like, I wish I could do stuff like have them do things during the week, but because I'm working, it kind of puts a damper in those 8 to 4:30 hours. So you're not able to go out and do what like like go on trips and stuff. I can do that's a weekend thing. Honestly, that's one day during the weekend because obviously recover time on like Sunday. So it's a lot. But the kids, they're pretty okay. They're pretty self-sufficient most of the time. Except for whenever they're bored and they don't know what else to do, and I'm just like, try this, and they turn whatever my idea down. They just turn it down because they don't want to do it. And I'm like, you know what? Play with each other. I don't care. Do something. I'm like, you got Legos that I step on 20,000 times a day. Just play with those, build something, and then when sometimes they actually do it. I'm like, Monday, they played together. I didn't even say nothing. Like they played for hours building stuff with Legos, and I was like, oh, they're actually playing together and they're not fighting. That was beautiful. But usually that's kind of a it's kind of a rarity throughout the week. But it's kind of, they can do whatever they want. They sleep in if they want to. If they don't, they don't. They just need to know when mommy got the headphones on, I'm working. I'm
Mhm.
obviously working if they're on or off, but still, I'm still working. Not like they care, but because they don't understand because they're kids. But they still kind of get a little, I'm on the phone. So that way they get it. But they're pretty okay. Now the messes, I don't know what happens. I'm like, and like you say, oh, like earlier they laid down, took a nap. It was quiet. It was weird. And I was like, no, please tell me they didn't break something. Please tell me they're not painting on something or whatever. They took a nap. Like they can just do that if they want to. And I'm like, that's fine, because you know what? It helps me out because I'm able to do little stuff in between to try to make sure that they're fine. My sanity's intact. But that's pretty much my day on a daily until after until I clock out, and then I'm just like, okay, what do y'all want? They really want nothing. They honestly don't care. I'm like, what do you want for dinner? I'm not hungry right now. So that's really my day. And yours, Miss, I'm on the road because you are
Yeah.
earlier than me, because that time don't exist for me.
So my day starts early. We have to get up at 5 every doggone day. And I just want, sorry, this is my gripe, okay? Because I quit my job. And so you would think that for someone who quit their job that I could sleep in one time, that would be wonderful. And I'm not asking to sleep. I just like 8 o'clock, but no, no. My day starts at 5. You have to get ready, and then I get the kids up. I try to let them sleep in till like 5:45 because we have to leave the house by 6:30. So what it looks like is they behind have to go to bed the night before, like early. So they have a bedtime all year. It doesn't matter. All year. A year. And that's kind of been a little bit of struggle for the summer because they're like, oh, so and so gets to stay. I don't care. They're not the ones waking you up at 5:30. And if you make me late, well, right now, we have one vehicle so it's basically get up either if we're running a little bit late because my husband has to be at work across town by 7:30. And so we either need to leave the house at like 6:30 in the morning so I can drive across town to drop him off, then come back up to the Taekwondo, drop the kids off, and then do my Uber route. Or if we leave at like 6:15, I can drop the kids off first, then my husband, then do my Uber route. And then I schedule it so that I have to pick them up by 4:30 and then come home, pick up the kids. I usually get to them around 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then I usually have to drop them off and then do the night run for the Uber because times is hard and you get 3 good routes. You get like an early breakfast run that's makes good money. You get the lunch runs that make good money, but the best money is after 5 o'clock. So the kids know that mommy, you're gonna Uber again. Like, heck yeah, mommy got bills,
That's
unfortunately.
true.
But what their routine looks like, because 2 of the days, I work at their taekwondo and they got a pretty good schedule, but they leave at 6:30, they come home by 6:30. So that's 12 hours out. And then they get about an hour of downtime for just themselves. So by 7:30, we have to have dinner figured out so that they can eat because by 8 o'clock, 8:30, they need to be getting ready. That means get your shower, get your stuff ready for tomorrow, blah blah blah, because 9 o'clock they have to go to bed. And if they don't go to bed at 9, it's a big issue. But they have to go to bed by 9. I'd say 9:30 is really, really pushing it. And they started over all over again. So yeah, they're out the house at least 12 hours a day.
Yeah. I know school time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Ah,
Do I want to wake up extra early? No, because I gotta wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get them in bed. I mean, to get them out of bed, get them dressed, and in school by 7:40, just so I can get my butt back home to start work at 8. But I don't care.
yeah.
In that time, I get peace and quiet. I can think. No one's asking me for, mommy, I'm hungry. What can I, after you just ate like 3 other times, like
Heck yeah.
an hour? I'm sorry, you ain't got a job. So I'm like, you just think it's food disappears. It doesn't. But that I'm like, school time, it's good for me because they are there and they can and their bedtime during school, because like they got only a couple, school I think starts August 10th, and I think 2 weeks before school starts, it's when the routine starts again. 8 o'clock. Because right now they don't really have I've been trying to put them, I'm letting them stay up until at least like 9:30, 10. And my daughter pushes it because she's just like, oh, mommy, it's okay. I'm just laying down in bed, whatever. Yet she wrote me yesterday at 1:30 in the morning.
Nah.
Hi, mommy. I'm asleep. Okay. Seriously? What are you still doing up? But whatever. But
I gotta tell you,
what?
Jaden is the one that wakes up Jasmine every morning. I'm sorry.
I knew I heard her talking.
I swear,
I
because
thought so.
literally when we drive to Taekwondo, he like as soon as we get in the car, he does his morning call to Jasmine. He does a
That's
morning
cute.
call, and so he'll message her on the kids messenger thing, and she ends instantly. And he even looks, he's like, wow, no matter when I talk, whenever, no matter when I reach out to Jazzy, she's always right there with her phone. So I was like, because I was like, Jay, who you texting at 6 in the morning? Jasmine.
Because
Why?
she's gonna be up at 6 o'clock in the
That's
morning.
what I'm saying. I was like, why? She's gonna be sleep. Nope, she's writing me right now.
Oh, that's adorable, because when school starts, her phone's not gonna be by her bed. Oh, isn't that a beautiful thing? Because she ain't gonna be up.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to sleep, because I'm like, this girl tries to do everything with her phone. I knew I heard. Oh, I knew I knew him about
every morning without fail. As soon as we get in the car, he calls Jasmine, and I'm like,
and
dude, it's
also
6:30 in the morning.
and I think whenever you are heading back from Taekwondo,
Yep.
because I think they were on the phone for forever playing some game and on the Nintendo, and they were all just having a good old time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, honestly, I'm happy that they have their own devices to talk. Because taking my phone, and I'm like, no, I don't got time for that. I'm like, I got y'all want to talk for not an hour, not 30 minutes, all day.
No, she's not talking to Jaden all day. Just
no, I know, but she wants to. She's just like, I wonder if she wants to. Because she calls me and she's just like, she goes, mommy, I miss Jaden. And I'm like, he's a Taekwondo. Go to sleep. When you wake up, he'll be up. He'll be up. Because he wants to go, like she's like, she can't wait to see Jaden. She's always excited because them two. I'm so glad, because now they got that whole, I wish they could be, if we lived closer. I'm like, oh, I would drop her off at your house on a regular basis. Thank you. Or they come over here. I don't really care. Truly don't care. But because obviously I got stuff and I'm like, I paid for a whole playhouse. Use it.
Y'all, she has it's like a kid sanctuary in her backyard, all right? It really is. Like, why the kids don't play? They don't need to go to the park. Their house is the park.
Right? I bought that because so they didn't have to go to the park. I'm so serious. Everything in me, that whole playhouse they have at Sam's. Well, I got the one that was a little bit more than that one. I saved up for that thing and I got it because I knew they were gonna love it. Because for years, Jasmine was like, "Mommy, I want it. Mommy, I want it." Well, I was finally able to get it. I asked her yesterday. I said, "Go outside and go play because you're bored and I'm working. Go outside. You know what she didn't do? She goes, I don't want to go outside. It's hot. When I was a kid, I was outside.
Yeah.
Especially during the summer, as soon as I was able to go outside, and I'm outside until the lights came on. These babies don't understand how much freedom they have inside of the and more stuff at this house. I'm like, go, be kids, be free. Why would you want to be cooped up in the house all day? I know as soon as I clock out from work, I do the dishes and my butt's going. I just sit outside. I want fresh air. I want to see the sun before it goes down. I'm like, I like being outside. I'm like, man, we're gonna have to backtrack these kids because outside is beautiful.
Yeah.
Do something. Use your imagination.
Oh my
Make a mud
God.
pie, okay? A mud
Thank
pie.
you.
I said a mud pie, and they looked at me like I was crazy. They said, "What is that? That's gross." I said, "Are you serious? How many times how many kids got in trouble for taking a pot, for taking the pot from inside or a pan or whatever and put mud in it, mud and water? How do you make it? Dirt, water. It's in the plan. It's in the mud pie. That's kind of how do you think mud is made? Water, dirt. Do it. I don't care how you do it. Just do it. I'm like, I even got a pool for them to go out, like a pool for them, a small one. I didn't get a big one because I can't afford that right now because I'm on a budget. But eventually I will. And I'm like, and I do that so they can go outside because there's so much that they're missing being cooped up inside. The kids can't even think of ideas now because they're not thinking outside of the box. I'm like, you won't know what's out there if you don't go out there and experience. You can't just experience stuff on your phone. That's not how it works. I'm like, you got to open your mind. Yeah, it's going to be hot. So what? Put some shorts on and a tank top and let it go, boo boo. Okay? Because it'll be fine. But you got to go out there, see things. You might want, like Jasmine, she loves to draw. She could draw if she's up at that early in the morning, draw the sunrise for all I care. I don't care. But go outside. Like Rainer, he'll go monkey see, monkey do. He will go out there. He doesn't care. Because he likes to run around, but he doesn't want to do it by himself. I'm like, just do it. I am trying, like I have this whole big thing in my head to get these kids outside. I got a plan. Okay. I'm trying to make things so that way the kids want to be outside because it's sad the fact that they're growing up so fast, watching other people doing other things on their devices, watching and being stuck in a room. I'm like, you know how exhausting and draining it is to be around four walls all day long, and you're just like, oh, my only outlet is my phone or my tablet. No, you have a whole world out there that you know what? Go get freaked out by a bug. I don't like spiders, okay? No. But I will if I see it, I'll go the other way, but it's okay. I'm like, you're outside, it's nature, you're supposed to get bit up by a mosquito and then learn to hate them because they're evil. But I'm like, it's really cool going out there and trying things and seeing things and hearing the wind, and when it gets weird when you don't see any movement or hear anything outside from the wind at all. Like you're just like, there's really nothing happening. Like these little things, because in my head, I'm like, that's weird. Why is that going on? These little things, and you just wonder why. And then when stuff happens, it's you just don't know. And I think being out there, like that's how we were. I running through like different forest areas and running around the neighborhood. It was really cool. Or just walking, exercise. Yo, it is very easy to not think about exercising while you're actually exercising, but you're doing it. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's really good for them to be outside. I want them outside. I will eventually probably towards the end of the summer keep them outside. I don't care. They can go outside. Go.
I remember this one time. So one of the best memories, because back in our day, we had the light, like be home before the street lights come on. Like that was like
yes.
and you knew how to get to all of your friends' house in the neighborhood or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But we at the park, I don't know why all of us kids got together and we just decided to dig a hole. And we dug a hole so deep that it started changing colors, like you got like the black
Yes, it was so
and
cool.
I remember we were learning about the California gold rush or whatever. And when we saw that the dirt was gold at a certain layer, we thought we were rich. Tell me how all of us just pockets full of gold dirt, just pocket. Bring this home to my mom. We're about to be rich today. We discovered, yeah, it wasn't real gold. Mama was not happy. Oh, it's just gold dirt, not real gold. We didn't earn anything but a butt whooping. But no,
Because you just brought dirt in the house, girl.
no, I'm telling you, I packed
But
them every pocket I had. And we talk about,
well, it did make sense because I didn't know about it until well, obviously digging in the ground. Because I'm like, I know we did it. Like, found a really big stick
yeah,
and made it happen. Okay. But finding out that the fact that the layer of dirt that's here, and it's like it's gray or brown or whatever, and then after that it starts changing again and then changing. I was like, that is so cool. And
yeah,
it is. Like you don't know, like you don't, and obviously you don't know how far or how deep you gotta dig, but it's super cool when you see that kind of thing. And I'm like, just if you go out there and just these ideas just pop in your head. They might not be the smartest ideas at
ah,
the time, but you're gonna learn today. That's pretty much it. You're gonna learn something. And it's fun and it's really cool. Because I know I liked it, especially when I used to find these rocks. I used to collect these rocks,
yes,
these
yes,
random
yes,
rocks,
yes. I was also a rock collector.
crystals. And I thought they were like crystals. And it was funny. But they're like these little black rocks, they're so shiny, and they have, I don't know, they look like they look like a regular rock, a boring rock. It was like a crystallized rock. I was like, so I had so many of those to find out it's just a rock, but I didn't care because they were pretty. And
Yes,
like those things, I mean, I used to search for them. If I saw one, dust it off. I'd actually go bring it to the sink and clean it off. And then I have a nice clean rock and it's so pretty. It was cool.
I know. I want the kids that honestly, the big part of why Jaden has phones because he's so doggone active. Like Jaden is super active. He's out there. That's what he does. Marcus, on the other hand, Marcus would be like, "Is there AC outside? No. Oh, no, it's okay. I'm okay." Be like, "Oh, Marky, you want to go play with the?" No, no. Why? The AC outside? No. And like no, there's no AC outside. And we did a field trip at the Taekwondo. And so this is how expectation versus reality. We thought we are gonna take the kids to the park. There's a splash pad there. This was the goal. They would run through the splash pad. We had a pavilion with all the picnic tables. We'd have lunch as a picnic in the park. And then after the picnic in the park, the kids would go on the playground, they would run, and we would take them back there. So there was a little mini field trip. These kids was not enjoying the outdoors at all. Top picnic in the park. They saw the first fly, ants. I mean, the little kids were crying, screaming, couldn't eat their food. Like it was bad. It was so
Yeah.
bad. They were like, I'm like, y'all will never go camping. like
Never.
how will you survive?
Yeah, no, that's just the worst. That is that
It
is
was
terrible.
one of
It's
the
like,
most annoying field trips I think we personally ever taken them to because they could not handle the outdoors. And that is very
which
sad.
is it is extremely sad because I'm like the outdoors is where we thrived because I used to dread when the lights had to come on. You're looking at the sun like, can you stay up a little bit longer, please? And then where it's at that one peak and it's like crap, the lights are about to come on. All right, let's go. But I'm like, the next day, you know how, okay, one, I'm a girl who lived off of 3 hours of sleep. I'd be up watching
Yeah.
TV, and then the
Yep.
next day I'd be up super early to get out of the house. Okay. And it was so worth it. Because going out there, I had fun. I climbed a tree. Yeah. I
Heck
also
yeah.
fell out of the tree. Yeah, that hurt, but it happens because I landed right on my back and knocked the wind out of me. But you know what? I learned I couldn't hold myself up that way. But I'm like running, racing, like literally racing people, and then also on a scooter or hi, bye. Um, but there's a what was it? We used to when we had our little scooters, used to race down the because remember we had our well in our neighborhood, but we had there was hills, it was a hilly area, so yeah, I learned how to stop in the grass because honestly, that was terrifying going down a hill and you freak out and you go right to the you veered right into there. It hurt landing in the grass. It was a lot safer. But but the kids I know I try to get them out there to try to do some of these things and like the scooter, like I got them scooters. They don't last that long. They don't last. They'll go out there for a little while in a circle and then they're just like, okay, I'm done. I'm just like, but
Well, being in the Taekwondo, the one thing I have learned, because it's a large amount of kids, different ages, at and I have to occupy them for hours. And that is not an easy thing to do, okay? So I have learned their attention spans crap. Attention spans are trash. I could probably get because we have a projector. And so like in the morning when they're all just starting to come in, I might play cartoons and maybe an hour, 45 minutes, or not an hour and 45, but they might watch a couple of it. So you might get 30 minutes, 45-minute stretch for them to just watch and enjoy. Other than that, they want to run. So one thing that I did start putting on for them, I do like a little exercise, right? Where I will put on YouTube Kids, and there's this thing called brain break, like brain break, take a break. And they have tons of exercise videos and stuff. They have Bluey, they have Super Mario, Sonic, stuff like that, where you do it's kind of freeze dance, exercise, and yoga all in one. And so it'll show you like let's say Super Smash or what do you call them? The Mario Brothers. It'll show you like the blocks or like Bowser's flames coming at you. And so you have to all the kids will like they'll duck, they'll jump, they'll go left, they'll go right. Um,
sounds
so
like
they
fun.
actually do exercising, and then they do a thing where it's like the floor is lava, and when the floor is lava, they have to balance in whatever pose for like 50 seconds and hold it. So they don't know that they're doing the downward dog, yoga, stuff like that to chill them out. And I'll do a couple of those videos so that that kind of gets their energy out, but allowing me to also kind of watch the door for the new kids that are coming. Because like I have to be in an area because we lock the doors obviously for safety reasons. We can't just have strangers walking up in, especially in this day and age. You ain't getting in this.
Yeah, that thing got left in the past, leaving your
Yeah.
doors and windows open.
Yeah. So like they have to ring the doorbell. I have to let them in, but I also have to monitor these kids. So they'll like you if you look it up, there's tons of videos, brain break. And you put that in, and so they can do exercises to the video. They are having fun, feels like they're interactive. Um, that's just kind of something. I do a lot of how to draw videos. We do that on Flipside,
Yeah,
but
kids
the how to
absolutely
draw,
love it.
and it's cool because even though we're all drawing the same thing, I have no idea how they come out so different. We're literally watching a video and we're all doing the same video for like kids takeover and like our Pikachus. They all show kind of like the personalities and stuff like that. And knowing like I think
Some
another
didn't want to
thing.
use the color that the of Pikachu. They're like, I'm making them my own color. Go
Yes,
ahead, you
yes,
do you.
yes. So we'll do like things like that, like how to do video, like how to draw videos, or one cool one. but little kids get frustrated. So maybe Jasmine's age and up, but the like Rainer's age might be a little bit too advanced. But like but like origami. So like I did one how to make a ninja star for the kids. I put on one of those how to make a ninja star. And then we slowed it down so that way I don't have to stop it every minute. We'll go slow
Nice
motion.
slow-mo. We definitely gotta add that one.
And like from Marcus, he loves those. It's just that if it's too advanced, I would say watch it before you put it on. Because if it's too advanced, they're gonna be like, I can't do it. It's too bad.
And
But it will hold their attention for a while because kids loves arts and crafts. They don't love
the
the
how to for
outside,
kids?
huh?
The how to for kids?
Yeah, it's like literally how to make a lightsaber or how to do make like how to make dinosaurs, like you make like a paper dinosaur, so it's like origami, how to make a bird or how to make a heart or how to make a Mother's Day card. Like they
Mm-hmm.
have a ton of these online, so this kind of like keeps their brains active. Because the thing is, when a kid gets bored, like you were saying, mommy, I'm bored, that's when the aggravation hits. And I can say that again with the taekwondo, a large kid is saying, if these kids get bored, there's going to be chaos.
Yeah, I know with Jasmine, if she gets frustrated, I have to give her little one-on-one talks
Mm-hmm.
multiple times because Jasmine loves to draw. The girl will draw and color and paint, but if it does not come out the way she thinks it's supposed to come out, or how if she doesn't, she's more of a freehander versus here's how you're supposed to do it.
Right.
She gets in her head too much. And the girl will have a total meltdown. And I'm like, calm down. I gotta get her to dance, jump around, something. Which
Yeah.
happens, I see a lot of times when we're doing kids takeover, when we're drawing, but it's okay because I'm not far. Because I'm in, and then once when she feels good and her mind's clear, she's okay with going back into it. I'm just like, just keep going because you don't know. I'm like, not everybody it's not gonna all look just like that. But it's okay. As long as you tried your hardest, you're good. And then by the end, she's like, yeah, I actually like it. Every time. Never
Yeah.
failed. She starts, she don't like it, and then she gets mad, and then she wants to quit. And I'm like, you're not quitting because you're not a quitter. And then we go on about this whole thing. Yeah. Even if we gotta shake and dance, I don't care. Usually I gotta catch up because I definitely am way behind on my drawing. But but it's good. And honestly, that sounds like that is awesome. I think we should probably add a lot of that into the. I'm gonna tell you right now, my origami is gonna look terrible because I am not good at that.
That's the bad thing. Like on this, the craft of the day is that okay? I genuinely, and this is hand to God. I'm not being funny. Nothing to do with my intelligence. Okay. I have no clue how I passed kindergarten because back in our day, kindergarten was drawing and cutting and doing stuff. Do you know who sucks at making things? Me. Do you know who sucks at art and every? I can't draw. I can't cut. I can't wrap presents. Like anything that says, "Are you creative?" No, I'm not. I can't see things in my head. Like
Or
I just
instructions.
instruction. So when the kids ask me for help,
Listen,
like, is there any other kid in here that actually understood? Okay, go to that kid over there. like, like this teacher, I can't do it. Me
yes, you
either.
can. Just keep paying attention. Like
No,
I'm not
not
a
me.
drawer.
I'm
I'm
like,
not a drawer. I'm a colorer. I'm not a drawer.
yeah,
And I'm seriously, it is hard. I have to focus until my head hurts in order like to make sure that I'm like, I think this is okay. I think this is okay, but I am not. Don't ask me to try to free draw something. It is. I freak out, and sometimes it turns out well, but I am not. I don't get mad, but I just know. I just go in there going. I just go in there just saying it's not gonna look like it's supposed to, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's try it. I don't care.
you know how like when you're in school and maybe you didn't study, and so you might what you doing over there? What's that? That's me when people are doing arts and crafts, and it'll just be like fold it like a hot dog style. And I'm like, okay, I think
My behind because
I'm me cheating off a 7-year-old. I'm like, how did they fold it?
My behind, I'm terrible because when it comes to like folding stuff, I if they say hot dog, I'm in here trying to make sure both ends look identical, which is not how they want you to do it, but I can't help it because I expect it needs to be perfect. And I'll just be having multiple creases because I'm trying to make sure it's exactly perfect, which takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah, no, mine be wrinkly as mess. It's gonna be awkward, but my like if I were to draw or like I don't know, you can't dog on it. Stupid blur. Like I tried to make Jay a cup for Father's Day. Remember? Oh, it
To
was
look at it.
it was
It was something.
yeah, exactly. It wasn't even a functional cup. And all it had to do was be in this shape so that it could sit on a shelf, or you could put it on a table like so you could have your drink in it. But instead it was like this shape, warped. So you couldn't use the cup because you can't sit on the table. So why you gonna put coffee in a coffee cup? Now, if God forbid you put it down for a second, you're gonna get third-degree burn. Happy Father's Day. Or there was this one time in art class, I don't remember what it was we were making, but we had a coat hanger and some stocking. I remember that. And we were supposed to make it into this weird shape. Well, mine came out in a weird shape. And the art teacher, she was cool. She was like, oh, so you're an abstract artist. I wasn't going for no doggone abstract. But, she tried to make me feel better. My stuff was the original Momo. That my thing, you don't know what Momo is. Momo is like this. It's a kid's nightmare. Okay, it's like Momo used to be like a kids. You ask kids about it, they'll know about it, but Momo is like this evil character that comes on and tells you to do evil things, which is why they would like sneak Momo onto like YouTube channels like Peppa Pig, and then next thing you know,
Hold on.
would come on.
Awesome, honey. Mommy's doing something.
And
right, go. Show daddy.
anyways, if I Google it and put you on it, if y'all don't know about it, Google Momo, and you're gonna be like, that was my abstract. I think it was based off of my art project years and years ago.
That's so sad.
It was pretty sad. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't do that knowing I couldn't do that. I did the same
You're
stuff.
good at art though. You've
I'm
always
good.
been good.
I can put stuff together with instructions. I'm very good with instructions. Give me instructions, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't let me, I'm not freehanding nothing because I can't do it. I know I can't because it makes it, I get too much in my head. That's why I kind of don't like doing it because I want things to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, it drives me crazy. So that's why instructions, I love them. I'm like, instructions are good.
She's always been good, like she said, of putting things together. And you were also great drawing because you used to draw a lot of characters.
Coloring.
No, you drew them too.
No, I did not. I didn't really draw. Those are really like more of a those are more
Look, what was the little thing? Okay, there was a TV show with a cup and maybe it was a tomato, something red.
that was the um
It was a sippy cup or something, not a sippy cup. And a meatball. Maybe he was a meatball.
I got the song in my head.
His arms were like this.
Yeah, it was the Aqua Team.
Yes.
Adult Swim of the Aqua Team. I was okay. That I
You did draw.
watched them. Okay, yes, because I liked watching the show and it's a really good show. And but that certain easy stuff I could draw. It was the stuff that involved like masterpieces that I could not draw.
No, I think
Characters, cool.
Yeah, characters. You did really good at those characters. So
but as long as I can see it, and I just keep watching. But anything else, like Jasmine, she can draw people, she
Yeah.
can draw all kinds of stuff, and I'm just like, can I have something that involves a square, a triangle, a rectangle, a circle that's not going to be a full perfect circle, but it's going to be a circle?
For some reason, and I hope Marcus will get bored with this and never sees it in this beginning, because I'm going to show you. Marcus is a great drawer. What
Yes,
he
he
is
is.
not the greatest is coloring. Like when he colors it, it's like, why did you do that to it? So this is stupid.
Take
Oh,
the blur off.
um,
Okay, there we go. Pikachu.
he drew a really good Pikachu
Yeah, I
until
remember. What is okay? You keep seeing it. Put it by your face. There we go. Right there. Stop. Can't really see the
until
colors
the
that much, but
okay,
I eventually saw it. Anyways, I still saw it because he. There you
until
are.
the color happened.
Well, he was yellow and with the rosy cheeks and hair, and he had the color in the right spots. He doesn't wear a
He
t-shirt, but
did, he did. It's just like, oh my God, Marcus, wow, that was a really good Pikachu. And he was like, I'm not done. Scribble, scribble, scribble. I'm like,
oh yeah, the attention to detail. Like he was like, I'm going to finish this, but I'm done with it because he won the job, but he's finished.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
this
I
kid,
got a lot of drawings of princesses, random people who she's just like into the same gang. Hey, mommy, can I see? It looks great. 15 pages ago, I already
nah.
saw the same. I'm like, can you make her a little different, please? But that's
Mm.
what yeah, and even in her even at school, I'm just but yeah, that is one thing that I know kids love is drawing because the kids get hyped up when we do it for Flipside. Like when they do, it is awesome. And I mean, because hence why the end also it helps because they like that we do our little random you do and they like it. And I didn't think it was gonna be as like awesome as they made it to be, but I mean like that because we were like, oh hopefully they like it. They loved it. And they love how we're doing it. Now we just need to figure out how we're gonna do the slow-mo. Slow-mo is great. Just slow-mo that because it is hard, but the stopping in the that one's hard because I'd be losing concentration. That's just me. I know they don't, but I'm like, I don't know who. Like, there's one of the characters I didn't know. I'm like, I don't even know who this is.
Was it Gumball?
Yeah, because I don't watch the show. I'm like, I don't watch the show, but everybody else knew who it was.
Oh my God, Gumball is hilarious.
I felt so old. Actually, I do know who it was, but I tried to watch an episode, and I was like, I can't do this.
It's only
That's what I
they're
like. I
12-minute episode. To me, Gumball is hilarious. To her, maybe not so much, but so I think. But anyway, love it. Whole part was surviving the summer with your kids, and I think added patience, extra food.
mhm. Kick their butts outside.
Get your butts
Even
outside,
even
right?
even with working out of the house, you
Yeah.
still get home at it like they have it at least an hour or so. All right, go outside. You just enjoyed this ride. Now go outside, breathe fresh air, and come up with an idea. What did you learn outside? Okay, while you were out there, what did you see?
Yeah.
Make them think about it.
Yes.
What did you touch? What when you walked outside, besides it being hot, what was the first thought that came into your mind? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's something that is like it's a good thing. Be like, oh, I saw a love bug, or I saw a butterfly, or I saw a plane in the sky. I wonder how high up it was. You see, like these are things that we can both do. Even though I work from home, you're outside of the house. They still got like we still get home and it's still daylight out.
I
So we
tell
can
you,
still get them to do that.
one thing that my kids did love to do with me is when I go for my walks and I take them with me. They actually really enjoy that because we get our best talking then, and usually we might do what do you call it? I Spy, we'll do I Spy or something like that. But like our best conversations come from when we go on walks together.
I
So
should probably
that's,
do because we haven't actually ever done that.
oh my God. Your kids, like, they might complain for a few, like maybe a minute or two. They might be like, yeah, it's but if you're talking about just maybe do a lap around, they're gonna walk and talk with you, and like they just kind of open up more when they're outdoors together. So that's something that I actually really enjoy. And then if you have to be stuck indoors, as long try to engage their minds. So like I said, get the jitters out. They got the brain break videos. I love them. Get the how-to videos, how to draw, how to build, how to make, where like that's what you're battling in summer. You're battling boredom and hunger. If you can conquer the boredom and hunger, you are gonna win. You're gonna win.
Oh
So,
man.
and then there's for school, not that people care. I think I just because again we're always on the go. Schedules are super important in my house. But if we weren't on the go and they got to relax for the summer, that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, we have to be out of the house 6:30 every morning without fail.
I don't know what happened, but your sound went real low.
Oh, dang. Sorry.
You're
Well,
good now.
I was just saying that if you're out, then definitely make sure, you know, schedules I think are super important so that they fall into place. And if they have the privilege, because it is a privilege of getting just to relax at home, um, and like do the kid things, sleep in, stay up late, do like those things. Like, I don't know. I respect what you're doing because I know you have to juggle a lot where you're on the phone, setting your boundary. My headset is my boundary. I know you see it. You may not care, but you see it. But hey, let me pause for a minute. Can I put you on a brief hold or whatever? And you handle the business so that your
Yeah.
kids aren't, you know, like that is a huge balancing act.
I love yours because you have like they know they're going to bed at 9. So you even have this whole, all right, it's about that time. What has to be done? They have that. Mine wouldn't be able to tell me what that would, she would at all. She wouldn't be able at all to tell me, hey, I'm like, hey, get ready for bed. Did we brush teeth? Mm-hmm.
She
So
tells me
that's
what she does. She does. She does. She does. I don't think you know how much she knows because she does know.
I know she knows to do it. It's the fact that I know she hasn't done it because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I still
Sure.
go check. But I'm like, your schedule is on point. I'm like, it's been on point since the boys were small, and it's helped you. It's gonna help. It helped you in both ways. When no matter what, being out of the house, you have the best out of the house schedule ever. They even still get their stuff done and still in bed on time. I 8 o'clock for school is what I is my thing, because you got to make sure. Obviously, I need you in bed by 8. Homework needs to be done. This needs to be done. It's important. And I'm like, right now, I just kind of need you to just be in bed by like a decent time, because in the next 2 weeks you ain't gonna like it because you're going back to 8. I thought about nine before, but it ended up being later, so I did 8. So 8 works for me.
So when you're getting them back on schedule, I know we got like 6 more minutes to wrap this up.
Uh,
I
I'd probably say 2 weeks before school starts.
was gonna say, do you do the melatonin gummies to like ease them back into the routine? Because that will be my hack when they go to their nana's house. And I hope you watching. You always mess up the schedule. They come back because you don't have a bedtime at nana's house.
No,
Sorry.
they do that. That's how I get them to go to bed. If not, they're gonna be up until like the next day. They don't gonna
Yeah,
be able to.
so for like the first 4 days after they come back from Nana's house, I have to melatonin until they get back into the routine, and then they don't need the melatonin because I tell them like you don't need melatonin every night. You need to just get into that, what to call the flow.
Yeah, which is
Well,
a good routine. But both of our ways still work, because no
absolutely.
matter what, Their butts are going. Their butts are going to bed. They're still doing what they want to do. They get to be kids for the most
Yes.
part. I'm like, no matter what, they're in Taekwondo. They still get to be out and be kids. They still get to be social. They're still social, kind of. Because Jasmine just honestly makes because her best friends next door. They
Yep.
don't. They can't play. They. I'm sorry because the parents, the adults, y'all may be on summer break, but parents still gotta. Parents still have to work. So they just talk through. They video chat through the phone. And apparently, I walked in on them, and they're all over here making stuff. And I was like, you know what? Cool. Make stuff and mess up your own rooms that together. That's cool. Which I like it because during the week, at least they found a way. It's an idea. They found a way. Was they find their way outside? But I'll take whatever I can get. Okay.
Well, if you guys like this video, because we're gonna do a couple more mom chats, I liked it. But if you liked it, make sure you like and subscribe and share it with some other mamas. And also drop your comments of your favorite summer tip. I think that would be so we could learn from you, and hopefully you learn from us, and we got some laughs. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe you're not seeing people. What your situation is because I don't know who you are.
Tell us what is how you're summering with the kids because
Yes.
honestly, I'm like we're adults. We don't stop. It don't matter. We ain't kids anymore. We don't have a break. Let me have a summer break. Okay. I want a summer vacation. That ain't happening because we got a job. Bills don't stop. But you know what? How are we doing it? Because we're still parents. We're parenting and we're working and it's summertime. How do you do it? How are you doing? Well, we do what we do. So here are both of our ways. I'm sure everybody else is different. We would like to hear.
Oh, I totally am calling this summering with kids now. I first like in my head, I was gonna do it surviving summer. Nope, summering with kids.
Yeah, it actually is a true thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
how many lights have been left on during the summer? I'd be like, yo, you're not like my daughter. It's daytime. The blind, I opened the blinds for her every morning, got them open, everything. She could let the light in. If I gotta turn off her light one more time in her room, oh, I can't see. It is the sun is coming through the window. How bright do you want it?
To me, it's just the food part. The food part kills me. Doggone it.
I would love to have a genie for that. Just genie food. Genie food. Okay, because food is expensive.
That's why part of it is boredom. Because I did not get the size that I am today, as so beautiful and bodacious as I am, without a little bit of boredom eating.
Yeah.
So the kids, you're not hungry, you're bored.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I'll be like, if you're bored, I will kick you outside. I have no problem with that. Because when you're busy, you're not hungry. Because how many times do we ask them when they're playing with their friends? Are you hungry?
Yes.
No, hungry. No, I'm good. No, really? Of course, I got one who just said, I'm hungry, but they're really not. Hungry. They're really not hungry. They just want to. They see it. They just need something to do. Okay, if you want something to do, I'm okay with that video thing. Let's do a little video. Let's be creative. They definitely don't want to clean up their room because I thought about that multiple times. It's not a thing. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that.
Barney lied. Cleanup song doesn't work.
It really doesn't. Mm-mm.
All right, well, we're at our hour mark, so thank you so much, Victoria. Until next week.
Yes.
Catch you on the flip side.
Peace.